taxes and gave our lives to serve this great country. So what are they complaining about?
Oh.
Testing. And would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Once again, I want to thank everybody for showing up. As you all probably know, I think all of you know who I am. So,
What's your name?
George. No.
Hi, George.
This was my idea as a counter-protest for the one in Portland for the flag burning. I don't have a speech. I thought about writing something down, but I'm not a big public speaker. So I'm just going to say it from my heart. The flag doesn't mean it's a political thing. It doesn't mean it's Republican. It doesn't mean it's Democratic. It doesn't mean it's independent. It means we're a nation of individuals. It's not because the Republicans won the presidency or Obama got out of office or anything else like that. America's America. It's based on the Constitution and our rights as individuals in a grand country that's worldwide, well known, number one. I think we got fallen in some places, but basically the country's awesome. We have people that have the right of the First Amendment to burn flags in Portland. I don't agree with it. To me, the flag is a special piece of cloth that was brought basically to, like I say, I'm not being a public speaker, to honor all of the soldiers who risked their lives, that lost their lives, that made the ultimate sacrifice for us to have these rights. Basically, without them, who knows? We could be Russian, we could be German. We had soldiers from World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, that have never came home. They may not have agreed with it. They didn't care their religions. They didn't care what color they were. They were all basically Americans fighting for what we all believe is right. So we wanted to gather here as a group just to say, hey, we're not going to burn our American flag because it's us. It's whether you burn it or not, you're still American. So we're here to honor our flag, and I thank all of you for coming. I wish we had a bigger turnout. Of course, with the weather, working hours, and things like that, I kind of expected a few less people. So thanks for coming. We'll be having various speakers coming through here. We'll take breaks and move it as people show up. They're coming in staggering here and there as we are. So, and I'm going to let your county lead take this mic here and say a few things.
Well, the first thing I was going to say is the building is going to close at 5 o'clock. So if you want to make one last bathroom run, now would be the time to do it. Just letting you know. The other thing I'd like to say is, it was almost exactly a year ago. It'll be a year on February 11th. met a lot of you. When we stood on these steps and honored Lavoie and had the vigil for Lavoie. And that is when I met a lot of you. I had talked to some of you online, but that was the day I became a true 3%er. In that year, our life has changed a lot. We've had a lot of challenges. I think those challenges will continue. But I think as Americans, it's just like Ron said, we're not Republican, we're not Democrat. As long as we're Americans and we can all come together, that's what it's all about. So, I'll just keep that short for right now. God bless America, and thank you all for coming.
I'm an American. And this is my flag. I love this flag. It represents something very important. It represents our freedom. This flag stands for American values, and the American values that we live by are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life and our health is so very important, and this flag represents that. Liberty, our freedom, all of our freedoms. Once again, let me say that again so that we can clearly understand whose freedoms we are talking about. All. That's who it belongs to. And of course, the pursuit of happiness. One's right to go pursue their path as they choose. That's what this flag represents. It is incredibly beautiful. People will risk their lives for this flag. They will go sign up with the military and go try and project freedom, not just in our country, but to allow others to have the chance to have freedom too. Freedom is priceless. Liberty is priceless. You can try and replace that with a million other words that represent special rights or a whole bunch of other stuff. But liberty for all cannot be replaced by all those other little special words that are created or elevated to try and replace liberty. Liberty will always be, and always has been, the magic word. Keep calm and freedom on. This flag represents life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Woo! Yeah.
Mr. Ronnie Daniels.
All right, wake up out there. I'm sorry, I'm Southern California, but nevertheless, all right. I think we need to know why this flag was started and what it represents. I think a lot of people, maybe a third of the generation that's arrived in the last 30 years, do not understand what the red, white, and blue stand for. I'm going to read you something from 1782. And it's from the Secretary of the Continental Congress, Mr. Charles Thompson. So bear with me. Explain this. I'll read exactly. Charles Thompson, Secretary of the Continental Congress, explained the significance to Congress when he presented the seal. That's our colors. Okay? These colors are used in the flag of the United States of America. White signifies purity and innocence. Red represents hardiness and valor. And the blue signifies vigilance, perseverance, and justice. As we stand out here today, on a new day of a new year, remember these things. The valor is for those who gave their ultimate sacrifice and who stand up for the freedoms. anywhere and everywhere around the world to help make the world a better place, especially our country. The red represents the blood that was shed for it, and the blue signify our perseverance to make the country and the world a better place. And I think that's all we can say. Minus without all that, I'd like to thank y'all very much.
If anybody would like to come up and say what the flag means to them or why they're here or pretty much whatever we want to say. Why? No, as long as it's pro-flag. No protests allowed. Sorry, I can't have the mic.
How about we get everybody up here on the steps for a group picture?
Yes. Group picture.
Come on in.
Come on up.
It's looking for it's too dark.
Come on up.
Come on up.
Come on, let's get a big picture.
Where's our camera?
Hey guys.
Hey, you guys out there, step on up here. You're still part of this.
Cody,
Liz, come on.
Come on up. Come on up.
Cody.
Cody, come on up here.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on up here.
Hey, you guys!
We're in the cowboy house. Be something on your
Can-
boom house. You know, we like them something like that.
Tom has his video camera running.
Like Troy down there in the swamp people.
So who's got a still camera here?
Tom, please, could you do some pictures?
He got the camera. I'm KGW, get your posterior and take a real picture. I'm tired of them showing just one side of you. Oh, I'm sorry. Just a fake news.
Could you take one with this one?
Yeah.
If it goes off after so many minutes, push that.
What's that?
All I say is
Okay.
Okay, how about everybody?
And many more.
God bless America.
God bless America. One more, all together.
One more time.
One, 2, 3.
God bless America.
There we go. Yeah. Don't make me be the dog down there.
Get him?
I got some, yeah.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you.